The Houthi rebels releasing footage showing an explosion and fires after the terror group attacked a Greek-flagged oil tanker in the Red Sea. The crew of the oil tanker abandoned it Thursday, and much of what happened does still remain unclear at this point. Tim Lenderking, the U.S. Special Envoy for Yemen, saying this is, quote, another imminent environmental and navigational threat from the Houthis' reckless acts on a commercial ship in the Red Sea. Lenderking adding that the ship was carrying 1 million barrels of oil and it was on fire and adrift. A lot to this and really a lot to discuss over in the Middle East right now. So I do want to bring in a friend of the show, Mark Chandler, Director of Government Relations and Professor of Practice at Coastal Carolina University, also a former Senior Defense Intelligence official. Thank you so much for taking the time to be here with us, as always.
You're welcome, Josh, and good morning to you.
Good morning. Well, first off, I do want to talk a little bit here about that video that we just saw released by the Houthi rebels. Tell me what's going through your mind as you're watching that, because it's yet another major attack there on the Red Sea.
Well, that's a pretty graphic video, and I think it's telling of the larger issue that you see taking place in the Red Sea with the Houthis continuing to operate pretty much unimpeded and have a negative effect on shipping going through there. I mean, that's a very visible example of what's taking place. You know, the Houthis actually this week, that was their first attack in several days, but it was very successful. They're learning from all of their failed attacks and their successful attacks. It looks as though they came at this one in what I would call a multi-pronged attack. Some missiles were launched against it. Some small boats with fighters on board went against this ship, and it was very successful. They disabled it. You see the fire. The crew had to abandon it. And now, with all of that oil on there, it is just floating aimlessly in the Red Sea. I know the Greek company, is trying to figure out a way to get it.